So just going to do a wee video blog about what we're doing today. Me and my dad, old timer here, is we're at the auction. It's Morris Lee auction over near Perth. It's a classic car auction. We're not really here to buy anything, we're just here for a wee nosy and a wee a wee look at the classic cars, but we have got our catalogue and our auctioneer's number, just in case something comes through that's a wee bit of a bargain, then we can get it. But this auction is a really good auction because it's got a bit of a variety of different cars. So some of the cars are within the early 2000s, but some of them are really, really old. And it's a good auction to come to and learn a few different things and whatnot. As you can hear, the auctioneer's going at the moment. It's on a Range Rover. Looks like an old Range Rover. Let me just turn the camera around for you. So as you can see, it's a busy wee gaff. These are all the kind of fairly modern cars here. The classic cars are further down. I'll maybe go and show you some of them after the auction's finished. But as you can see, this is they stream the Morris Lee auction online as well, so you can watch it on YouTube and whatnot. But there's a whole variety of different people here, lots of different cars. Definitely worth a wee nosy. I mean, me and my dad came all the way from the west coast to the east coast for this wee experience. Definitely worth a while. What's this coming through here? Look. What's that? Is that a Volkswagen Beetle, Dan? Wee classic car there coming through, see? So here we have one of the classic cars that's in the auction today. Left-hand drive Jaguar E-Type. It's a V12. Look at that. Oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Got a Mercedes 350 SL, I think it is. Look at that. Beautiful car. Absolutely beautiful car. And then a more modern car there, up the top there. It's a Ford GT. Ooh, listen to that. Oh, here we go, here we go. Look at that. Oh. Beautiful car, absolutely beautiful car. The best the British ever produced. Oh, look at the wheels, look at the wheels. There's some of the other types of cars that are here. Obviously a wee Triumph here. Classic car. This is an interesting one, this little pickup here. What's that, a Morris, what? 575. Right, so a Morris 575 pickup. I mean, that's weird. It's weird and quirky, you know what I mean? It's something that needs restored, obviously, so it'll probably go pretty cheap. And there's a Ford Capri. Now, the thing is about this Capri is one of my uncles got me kind of addicted to this kind of Capri. This is a 2.8 injection Ford Capri, and it's the model that everybody wants. But in order to get one of these, you're talking £17,000 plus, especially in this condition. I mean, the estimate on this is the lower end of the estimate, I think, is 17,000, and that is just a phenomenal amount of money for a car like this. But that's just, I mean, it's a beautiful car, isn't it? Brings back memories. I did a trip all the way from the bottom of England to Scotland in the back end of one of these when I was about 16. And then there's a Porsche and a BMW, 2003 BMW. And there's a old Jaguar there, the one that replaced the E-Type that we just seen. And then a Range Rover, 2003 Range Rover, Ford Escort Cosworth. I mean, look at this car, look at this. This is beautiful. Look at that. Look at that spoiler. I mean, I actually like the Ford Escort Cosworth, but I actually prefer the Ford Sierra Cosworth, which is, I think, more rarer than the. I think the Sierra is more rare than the Ford Escort. But that is beautiful. Look at that, and look inside. Look, the Recaro seats. Oh, that's a little rocket ship there. And you've got this caterum here next to the Ford Cosworth. Beautiful looking car. That'll be a little street racer right there. The old Jaguar. There's about, how many miles to the gallon in city gallons, Dad? About 4 miles to the gallon?
This is V12.
Aye, oh, is it a V12? Let's have a look, see if it's a V12. Oh, it's a 5.3 litre auto. So yeah, probably a V12. But look at that. Look, oh, look at the old phone, look. Yeah. Auto. That is going to drink the fuel and empty your pockets. I mean, look at the shiny paintwork. That's not been used because of fuel costs. And you've got another old Jaguar here. I'm pretty sure one of these old Jaguars was actually in a TV programme, a detective programme that was... Dad, what was that detective programme that one of these was in? Moss. Oh, Moss. Yeah, Moss had one of these. It was a TV programme on TV, and this is what you used to drive around in, one of these. DVD on the registration plate there. I mean, look at that. Oh, let me open the door here. Look at that. I mean, look at the wood, the red leather interior. The only thing that's missing in here is the smell of cigars. And then we have a TVR. I mean, you don't see many of these. These were made in Blackpool. These were handcrafted in Blackpool, all put together by skilled engineers at the time. Look at that. Oh, that will be extremely fast. Look at the lines on that. I mean, they don't build cars like that anymore. They just don't. Here we have a BMW M3. Now, I haven't seen one of these in a long time, actually. A lot of these were actually driven until they fell apart, basically, and a lot of them are written off by the young drivers that bought them. So a lot of them don't exist anymore, but this one is a very nice example. Absolutely beautiful example. It's the manual version. Got nice leather seats. There's a walnut. Oh, what a car. I'd like one of these, but I can't justify paying the price for them. I mean, it's a lovely colour as well, purple. Beautiful colour. This one's got its lid open. It's actually a Volvo, an old Volvo Amazon. And look at that, look at this engine, look. Carburetors. Distributor cap and HT leads. You don't get that kind of stuff anymore. That was when you could fix your car at the side of the motorway if it broke down. Look at that. The old the driver's seat is a different shade from the passenger seat there. I hadn't noticed that. But look at that. Whoa, that's old school. You know, you get impaled on that steering wheel. Lovely job. So, the Morris Lee auction is definitely a place to go for a wee day out. Even if you don't buy anything, you just come for a wee look. You can see a lot of classic cars, and you can go to classic car day outs and whatnot, and you have to pay for entry and whatnot. You don't have to pay for entry to get into an auction, and you can look at all the classic cars you want, and they'll let you sit in them, they'll let you start them, you name it. I mean, it's a good wee place. Like, my dad's looking at this. Oh, you're not buying that, Dad. Dad's been looking at this. He's looked at this about 4 times now. It's a Ford Sierra. Not even a nice one, but it's a Ford Sierra. What are you thinking, Dad? Eh? You can't do it. You just can't do it. I mean, does it even run? Ford Sierra 1.6. Although that's quite an economical engine for the times that we're living in. I'm still convinced that back suspension is sitting low. So just for a wee day out, I would recommend coming to the auction, especially if you like cars and motorbikes. There's some motorbikes here as well. I'm a bit of a biker, so I do like to have a look at the old motorbikes. There was a Triumph that went through, and it was a pretty low price it went for. And if I had that money, I probably would have bought it myself. But we're not here to buy cars, so we're not here to buy motorbikes. But definitely come to the auction if you get a chance, because it's a good wee day out.